Oh god, hi. Welcome. Yeah, I'm guessing realistically YouTube probably just I don't know. Someone at YouTube coded bad and all of a sudden they kind of thought like, "Oh, hey, wait a minute. Maybe 5,000 subscriptions actually means like 5 subscriptions." That or honestly, what I'm actually imagining more is probably you pulled up that info grim and like that's probably like their plan, but what they're actually doing is just like rolling it out to certain people for surprise and just, seeing how they like it. If everybody rejects it, then I don't know, maybe they'll pretend it never happened. Anyways, hi everybody. Sorry for the awkward silence. This game still likes to silence itself the moment I click out of it. There we go. Oh my god, what a fucking day. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with anybody listening. I'm not in the best of moods today. Nothing has happened to me. Well, some things have happened to me personally. Just my job, I had an annoying thing to do today, but outside of that, every once in a while, Crash gets in that mood of, wow, I remember the politics surrounding me are miserable, and this time it's not just the federal politics either. So, great. It's pure misery today. But I'm going to try and actually enjoy my time here in Radical Highway, so that way it doesn't bring the energy too far down. And we can just, go ahead and maybe enjoy a thing or two for once in this broken-ass world of ours. Yeah, no, Grim, I do see the top chat thingy, top fan thingy from my, on my perspective as well. It is very weird. I think it's kind of, I always think it's strange for, platforms like these to gamify things like this, where it's like, okay, you're gonna pit everybody against each other, especially also when it seems like you're gaining quote-unquote experience by chatting. That just incentivizes spam. That's, like, terrible. Nobody thought this through. It, like, literally, somebody who wants to become top chatter, they basically just, like, type, a billion million emotes every single second, and like, oh yeah, totally, that's a good idea, right? Stupid YouTube. Can you convert chat XP into dollars so you can pay off your student loans? No, you're probably going to, at best, be able to convert it into Crash Coin, and Crash Coin, well, maybe it'll be worth more than the US dollar if things continue, but it probably still won't be accepted as legal currency anywhere. So let's see. I don't know. While we wait for everybody to get in, I suppose we could just, skate around the area, look at some funny things. What's this purple over here? Oh yeah, it's more of this stuff. This is actually good, because I need to get used to the controls again. I completely forgot how to play this game. So let's see, that's that attack. Kick. Chaos Spear. Yes, forgive the slowness. I have not played Sonic in a very long time. Well, literally since last week, but I'm not generally used to Sonic controls. Hold on, that was my boost. This is this. If I actually get a prompt to do a homing attack, where's that pad again? Was it only there during the challenge? Oh no, there it is. Alright, okay, so it is that button. I'm not crazy. Okay, cool. Give me a minute, gotta eat your trademark snack. Oh no, the attention-bearing pretzels are back again. Please, take care of them, sir. Don't be distracted, but welcome. Let's see. Okay. Alright, I think my controls are reacclimated again. But let's do that little challenge here. Let's see. In terms of random shit to talk about, I suppose that I can mention a non-thing to talk about, is that as a, I don't know, reminder, question mark, I'm not typically, I don't have anything to actually say about the Saba debut that happened recently. I guess it's good for her that she's back, but I was never a Hololive person to begin with, which is a totally unrelated sentence, right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But it's, so, I really have nothing to say about it. I guess people are kind of freaking out about her having a very lolly model again, which, I mean, I'll be very honest, I am not into lolly stuff, and I very much don't like the aesthetic in any way, but, like, I don't know. Just being it alone is not the worst thing in the world. So, I don't know, in case anybody was curious if Crash had opinions. Crash usually has opinions on things. This is a thing Crash does not have an opinion on. I don't think I've even seen 1 second of her coming back, so... That is simply all. Oh, hey, look, a thing. Let me pick that thing up. Sweet. I love picking up things. There's another thing, too. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. I'm actually not sure how long this game is. Was thinking this game... I mean, I know it's, like, more of a DLC to Sonic Generations, if anything, so it's probably not that long. I didn't expect it to be completely full game length, but I'm also looking at the map here, and I'm like, is this game... is there really only, like, a couple of stages in this game, or am I going, you know, maybe a little too paranoid? Oops, almost fucked that up. Hopefully the game lasts a little bit longer. I'd like it to be more than, like, a, you know... like a 7-stage game. But I suppose only time will tell. Oh, come on, get up here, you dumb robot. It's gone! What did it drop? Oh, cool, it dropped fan art. Or official art. Nice. I want to say Shadow Generations is about 33% shorter than Sonic Generations. Alright, that's actually pretty acceptable, all things considered. I thought it was going to be a, I was worried it was going to be a much shorter game, but about that length sounds actually about right for what I would expect out of something, or what I was thinking I was getting into. So that is reassuring to hear. Besides, I'm sure I can always artificially increase the length by wandering around for fan art like a doofus. Still, I figure this is good to give everybody some time to filter on in while I go ahead and just do a bunch of random stuff. Talk about nothings. Very pretty area, though. Certainly worse offenders for short DLC. Eternal Gods Part 1, that's only 3 levels. Yeah, I'm not familiar, but that does sound pretty rough, all things considered. Trying to think if there's any, like, ludicrously short DLC that I've actually ever experienced myself. That also looks like something that I'm probably not going to be able to do. Oh, no, hold on. I can target. Maybe. No, that's just a... Okay, well, nothing to do there. Yeah, I'm not much of a DLC purchaser anyways myself, so I can't actually... I don't think I actually can weigh in on DLC being insultingly short in any capacity. Alright, I think it's a good time to start a level up. Alright, so... Sunset Heights, where are thou? You were here a minute ago. I guess I could just use the map. Okay, oh no, I actually did do the maps. Oh, right, so where am I off to next? I guess where the thing is pointing me. Into the castle. Oh, I guess I did do opposing force and blue shift for Half-Life 1. They weren't, I guess they didn't stick out in my mind in this discussion because they didn't feel insultingly short. I mean, certainly they were not as long as Half-Life 1, but, you know, they were still good add-ons overall. I mean, opposing force I think was more fun. They added a lot more content to it, versus blue shift, which was, I don't know, interesting, but you definitely felt that, like, yeah, this is just a little side story to give Barney a little bit of time to be a significant character, set him up in the lore. Definitely good, though. I think I probably sometimes revisit opposing force more often than I do the actual Half-Life 1. Although I did, you know, quite enjoy Half-Life 1. I went and, although I don't think I really want to play on the original Source port, or the original port again, on Source, because honestly, original Source is real janky. I prefer the Black Mesa remake all the way. Okay, how the hell do I get up there then? Was I onto something doing this nonsense before? I'm pretty sure I took that and it just rebounded me up there, but I suppose I could do this again. Maybe I missed something. No, it was just to get up here for some bonus. This is bonus as hell, what the hell? Oh no, of course there's never cases of DLC being longer than the base game. That would be ridiculous, but, you know, it's just a balancing act of making people feel like they actually got, there's a reason for them to spend versus, wow, this is almost nothing, why did I spend any money? Okay, maybe I need to go this way? Real gamer, you gotta play the Decay expansion for Half-Life 1 with a friend, given that's a co-op. Yeah, I've actually always looked at that, and, you know, I've looked at all the various Half-Life expansions like that. I'm like, oh wow, Decay, that'd be cool. It's bad it's like just not really widely available. I think that's kind of the problem with me ever convincing anybody to try it. It's just that it's not distributed very well. It kind of has Wily Wars disease. Well, wait a minute, where the hell am I supposed to go then? How do I get up there? Anything I've missed around the area? I mean, I've done all the stages that are available to me on the list. There's a boss that hasn't been defeated yet. Find the boss gate, which I am close to. I feel like the obvious answer is go through the castle, but I'm pretty sure there was nothing when I actually looked up the door here.
Out of my way.
Oh no, it's the Chaos Spear things. Okay. My bad, gamers.
Out of my way.
There we go. And it's a dark castle in a white void. This is creepy, Scoob. What's gonna pop out at us next? Paying for DLC is more palatable when they actually come out with the base game for free in collections such as Doom 1 Plus 2, Quake Remasters, etc. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. My opinion is that if I'm paying for DLC, it ought to actually add, like, meaningful gameplay content to it. Like, there's all the Payday DLC, and, like, I didn't buy a whole lot of the Payday 2 DLC, but, like, I bought the stuff that was, you know, relevant or interesting to me. Like, it was like, oh, okay, here's like a weapon expansion with a couple of things I would want to try, or here's like a map expansion, and that's pretty cool. But like, they had a lot of cosmetic DLCs, and it's like, okay, there's no point in me purchasing a cosmetic DLC. That is useless. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, especially if it's like a good game, I'm fine with just paying for DLC so long as it just actually gives me content. You know, if Baldur's Gate, something that me and my friend talk about a lot, you know, who I'm doing co-op with, if Baldur's Gate actually had DLC content, we would probably purchase it because it's definitely worth it in that game. We love the game enough, and it would probably be quality. We'd love that, but it does not exist, in fact, because the creators are really interested in actually, you know, making quality products without constant fear of microtransactions or, you know, moneyifying everything. That's a term that I can invent, a term of art. It's really more of a term of fart because of how poorly it actually flows off the tongue, but ignore that and pretend I said something more clever, please. Thank you. Anything cool to target here? No? Just going straight forward? Alright. Alright, it is haha boss gate time. Who's it gonna be? Oh, it's going all the way back there. Man, I just wasted everybody's time climbing up there. This game needs horse armor? Hell no, it does not. Where would you even put that? You're putting in the horse armor before the horse. What the hell is that? Oh, that's that alien bastard down there. Also, welcome. Welcome, Defective. Hope you're having an alright night. I'm doing my best to keep in a good mood. For the fans. Alright, challenge 1. Let's see. Get just one ring on the stage, don't take damage. Alright, pretty good. You can target up in the air and go onto the roof in that room. Oh, damn, I probably should have tried that then, huh? Well, I'm sure I'll be back there. It's good to keep in mind. Don't know why I designed it so you have to approach the boss gate to get the challenge gates to spawn. Yeah, it is very backwards. I don't know why. They probably should just have it. And you could go do that. It's like, oh look, boss gate's available. Now go do all the other stuff. You did not miss very much, D. I was just wandering around unlocking the boss gate. And, yeah. Unlocking the boss gate, yapping a little bit to stall for time. And now we're playing the first stage of the boss gate challenges. Ouchies. That hurts. But I hope your attention-bearing pretzels were good and that you have now been fully engrossed in the Sonic Generations experience. I'm still remembering how to play video games, so excuse me if I forget how to control or, you know, not jump into spikes or anything. The one-ring challenges are so far pretty fun, though. They're, like, actually, you know, different and challenging. Especially if you want to, like, you know, go fast. You gotta beat the Golem challenge? That means nothing to me because I know nothing about Lord of the Rings. Oh, the one... Okay, now I get it. Hold on. The one ring challenge. It took me a second. I know that much. I can figure that one out. Crash should totally play the Golem game for stream, even though it's dog shit. Even though, I think you mean because... I think playing dog shit games would actually be pretty fun, all things considered. There's not a lot. I don't usually play a lot of crap in my off time just to be like, wow, this is, you know, this is the biggest piece of shit that ever went to grace the Nintendo Entertainment System. But like, yeah, it could be fun. I'm typically at my best when I'm ripping on things rather than being, well, my best. I would say my funniest when I'm have the ability to just tear into something. Being optimistic, nice, and friendly tends not to be my my best shtick. Oh, hey, I remember this. I remember watching Defective play this for quite a long time, in fact. Okay, I have to hit the button. Restart. This is already looking bad. Played X7 on stream precedent set already. Yeah, very true, actually. That is probably the shittiest game I have ever played in my entire life, so that works. I'll have to play other bad Mega Man hacks to, you know, fill in the rest of the void. Or, you know, maybe I'll actually go ahead and play, I'll play Superman 64. I never got to see Proton John actually finish that, so... Might be... Okay, wow. Might be a good thing to go do for myself, so I can get some closure on that. Rockman Painful World stream? Yeah, I don't know, maybe. If we want... If the Can I stop running into that fucking spike ball, please? No. It's like a shadow magnet spike ball. It's designed specifically to get me. It gets nobody else. That's like a fucking baby trap right there. Why am I continuing to run into it? Ugh. Yeah, she did transition before that LP was completed. Kind of fucked up, honestly. Just, you know, some things I guess are worth giving up on. And that would in fact be one of them. Oh, I remember Defective doing this. There we go. Proton Jin did actually transition. I looked at that. I found that out actually like a month or two ago. She now goes by Claire. Though also John still like part of her stage name. So like, we don't know how long that's going to be. But yeah, that took the Rosa John meme became real life, and I don't know. That seems to be commonplace for people who have Rule 63 type memes of themselves, which I don't know. Good for her. But yeah, that's something I actually had to I figured out a little while ago. Or figured out. I say this is a fucking mystery that I put my brain power to. I found out a while ago. Ghostly image in the sky, giving advice when you die. Wait, what? There's a whole. What the? There's like stuff. Hold on. The hell is that? You can get things out of these? Why did I not notice this earlier? All right, time to waste everyone else's time even more. Come here, little music note. I want you. You might be the Radical Highway soundtrack. The bells all have the unlockable stuff like concept art and music. Huh. I guess I just never noticed that I had the prompt the homing attack them before. I did that on complete accident. Well, good to know. I could do that now. Or do that again. For the previous ones that I neglected to look at. Alright, those are up there. Cool. Alright, more challenge stuff. There's also a thing in Sonic Generations. Well, as we know, I'm playing everything completely out of order. Excuse me. That was a bit of a gross burp. Oh, right. This stage. Okay. Okay, actually, I was dreading seeing the death robots do their laser shooty thing, but this is actually making for, you know, adaptive area design and platforming. So this is better than how it was in the original stage, where I felt like it just kind of, you know, occasionally decided to rob things out from under you. Oh, okay, I see. Do this fast enough and you can actually get the music note? Oh, no, okay. That's all it was. I don't even remember what the challenge was there. Oh, just reach the goal? Okay, mini little challenge thing. Cool. You might want to turn the camera sensitivity / turn speed to maximum. I could actually do that, yeah. It is. I have noticed it is a little bit slow. Gamepad sensitivity... No, I don't want that. Where would that be? Is that under, like, game settings? Oh, yeah, there it is, game settings. I'll turn that up to, like, 70, see how that feels. It's a little better. I'm alright with that. Okay. Challenge acts are more fun in Sonic Generations. Not that they're very bad. Yeah, I mean... That makes sense. I mean, they had more time to get to the Sonic formula and decided to be like, oh yeah, let's totally do this. Now commit to it properly in Shadow Generations. Oh no, hold on. I would have. Okay, I was trying to be slick about it and maybe get multiple rings. It's very unnecessary. Okay, little puzzles and such. Fuck that one up. Alright, this, go over here. Cool. Go down and up again. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Get all the fun music notes. Oh, and then the classic dash ring loop to get to the end. Nice. Cool. Good Sonic trope. We like going fast around here. Exactly, going through rings like it's Sonic 06. Hey, Super Nerd. Great for canceling momentum. Yeah, I could do with that. I do. One thing I did wish is that if I wish I could rebind my yeah, Superman 64. Back on that topic. I wish I could rebind the controller controls actually, because I would love to have Stomp on like one of my shoulder buttons, but it kind of forces it to be on the B button, which is not the worst place for it, but it is not my ideal. All right, well, no way to go get that. Cool. I guess I'll come back for that another time. How about you? How about this bell? Wait, no, come back here! Turning right, and caught. Cool. Ooh, are those like... is that like early Shadow the Hedgehog concept art? That looks... ooh, that looks kind of weird. I mean, I could kind of see the right design working a little bit, but I'm very glad that they kind of workshopped it to where we are now. Something about that feels just a little bit too... I don't know. It looks more like... It looks more like bootleg Sonic rather than, you know, Dark Sonic. General question chat, what's the worst game played in opinions? Let's see, I can maybe contribute to a little bit of this. So, I mean, I definitely already mentioned that X7 is the worst game I think I have ever actually played, but... trying to think of other, like, bad games that I have played just to offer something, you know, different to the conversation. I have played, God, there was some... this conversation would be better if I could remember what the name was, but there was like some kind of weird like momentum-based like 2D ship fighter or something like that that just absolutely did not make sense to me. It was like you had to swing hammers at your nearby ship opponents, and like the physics would just absolutely jank the fuck out all the time. Oh, hold on, I meant to actually go up there using that guy. So that was pretty miserable. Didn't like that.
This is the ultimate power.
Didn't mean to press that. Okay, maybe not the right philosophy? Ah, there we go. Yeah, hey, there we go.
All right. Yeah.
It's called Terios in his concept art. That's kind of a crap name. That's only a little bit worse than Alucard. Like, that's basically trying to just be like, what if we rearranged the letters in Sonic's name, but maybe just changed a couple of letters to make it not seem like we just did that. Whoop. There we go. Shitty mobile ports of Mega Man 2 and Mega Man X. Those are pretty bad, yeah. I'm trying to think. There's definitely got to be some stuff from, like, my early childhood days, playing stuff on, like, GameCube or Genesis that I didn't like. Oh, this is a kind of a weird take. You know, people are probably familiar, at least somewhat familiar with, like, the Defender IP. You know, it's one of those little games where it's like you're meant to... You're a little spaceship, and you're trying to, you know, blast the aliens while also trying to pick up, like, survivors. Old 2D game for, you know, various systems. Then it got re-released and remastered several times up until, like, you know, the GameCube era. And it's a Midway game. Oh yeah, it was like an arcade game at first. I have never actually enjoyed any Defender game I have ever played. I have never gotten the hang of the controls and the general game flow well enough to be decent at it, and it just absolutely kind of killed the experience all the time whenever I were to try playing it. It's just fascinating that every incarnation has always managed to be kind of doo-doo stinky for that. I'll also say the only Mario Party game that I have an actual disc of rather than, say, a virtual console download, Mario Party 7. Man, I hate Mario Party 7. That game is just brutal in how, like, every single map is basically just, it's kind of a luck fest, honestly. Not a fan of what every map seems to ask of you, is just basically get lucky when you're going for going to try to find certain stars and meet the board requirement. Mario Party 7 is just stinky. I really don't like it. Alright, I'm seeing a lot of purple goo around. I maybe should probably get the damn boss power before I look at any more purple goo. Let's see, Carnival Games on the Wii was pretty ass. Doesn't sound like it would be good. Get netplay and do a group playthrough of Mario Party 7. Oh god, yeah. That game is decent enough where I would be willing to go back and do that. It is not decent enough where I would ever play it again on my own though, or try to get other people to play it. It's just one of those things where it's like, okay, fine. If everybody else wishes to, I do that. I much prefer, my favorite Mario parties are probably the modern ones on the Switch, if I'm going to be honest. I think I've liked all of those better than any other Mario Party I've played. Although Mario Party 2 does hit pretty good. I haven't played like 4, 5, or 6, any of those. I think 6 probably would be my favorite, given what I've seen of the game, if I actually owned it, but alas, I do not.
This is it.
Pretty rough party game. Sonic Shuffle's right there. I don't really want to. It's just that everybody else is kind of, encouraging me to pull that trigger. And channel Wily and Lights Rockboard. Oh yeah, we gotta do Wily and Lights Rockboard at some point. That could be maybe a group effort. I think that could be fun. But yeah, I do agree, D, though. Mario Party 4 is Mario Party 4 is janky in some ways. I would more call Mario Party 4 like it is... What is it? It is unfinished in the way that X7 is unfinished. Where, yes, it is a whole product and it functions. It's just not very good. It feels very underbaked. I think probably the thing I hate the most about Mario Party 4 is just the fact that, like... One, it sucks that the board is not like an actual just like board art. It's like gray squares on top of a random background. And then two, why are there like 3 items in that game? What were they thinking? Like, give me something interesting to work with. Fuck's sake, I don't just want big and small mushrooms and like a hammer for big and small mushrooms. Ooh, hey, I know this song. Hey, I totally planned the stream announcements to have Metal Overlord in the background. I definitely knew that this was coming. I will agree. This is probably, if not my favorite Crush 40 song, certainly high on the list. Oh yeah, I gotta do the surf spin thing. Fake Hedgehog? I think you're the faker around here. The true ultimate life form. Okay, buddy. That is kind of an interesting dynamic, though. It is kind of a shame that, for the most part, SEGA has in fact not crossed over between Shadow and Metal Sonic. Like, most games just do not have them together. They kind of forgot that Metal Sonic exists in most circumstances. I'm pretty sure, I think Heroes and this game might be the only games where both Sonic and a form of Metal Sonic, or Shadow and a form of Metal Sonic, are both, like, in existence. But it would actually be really cool to just consider the dynamic between them of, like, yeah, they definitely both want to be considered better than the real Sonic, the true life form kind of thing. That would make for good narrative storytelling. Hopefully we get a Shadow Frontiers sometime and that happens. I have no... Oh, I guess I was just supposed to jump with good timing, and I failed that. Oh, wow, that's actually... Okay, it's not actually that tight a timing. They give you, you know, Batman Arkham Knight kind of, telegraphing. The moment you see the flashy red light is when you jump. Okay. Think Metal Sonic and Shadow partner up in some DS game? I would not know which one that is. Alright. Now that I understood what was happening, now I'm not going to die to it. Like a chump. Oh, there was probably something cool there for actually taking the off-ramp. Yeah, Shadow, kick him in his spleen. Oh, wrong button. Oops. Yeah, yes, okay. I know how to jump over a... Okay. I was going to say I know how to jump over a one block wall, but I guess I might have disproved myself there. Blah, blah, blah. You haven't been a major antagonist until, You haven't been a major antagonist since Sonic Heroes. Get wrecked, bozo. Yeah, I've been trying to... I definitely understand the idea of using the chaos control when the green thing shows up. It's just that I'm an idiot and don't remember what button everything is on. Oh, okay. I'm also not used to managing 4 shoulder buttons at once. I should be, but I am, in fact, not good at it. Ow, okay. Off to the left. A nice healthy supply of rings in the current. Yo, where the hell did you get that? Oh, okay, I thought you were gonna, like, fire a bazooka at me, and that would've been super cool, but... I will take big piece of debris. That works, too. I'll take big piece of debris for 500, Sonic. No? Oh, come on. I'm gonna be honest, I'm very sad about my performance there. I only survived because the game was, like, holding my hand. I feel like I should have had to get better at that, because that was sad. I ran into, like, almost everything there. Oh, he was in Sonic 4 Episode 2? Alright, fair enough. Okay. I do not want to have a fucking D rank on this. I'm maybe gonna do this again and maybe try to actually use my, like, 10% of my brain to actually do this correctly. So, let me just give the PNG model a reset real quick, and then I'm gonna maybe do that again faster and better. Okay. Disable the OBS preview. Let's try that again. Okay. I will try to actually remember to use chaos control properly this time. Yes, yes, true ultimate life form. You know, I think something funny for how much I've blazed up Sonic Heroes. I never actually finished the game. As a kid, I was just not good enough at video games to actually get past many of the stories. Oh, I should have, I guess, Chaos Speared him, huh? Alright. So I never actually got to fight Metal Overlord. A sad truth. Alright. Hopefully be a lot easier this time around. Hello, I tried pressing the... Okay. I was pressing the buttons, and it didn't do things. Meanwhile, you've 100% Sonic Heroes besides the fact that you think it's dog water. Alright. Yeah, duality of man, something something.
You'll be joining the rubble in the wild soon.
There we go. Okay. That time I got the hit. Jesus. Alright, back to the center. Now I know the chaos control. You kept accidentally breaking a scripted section. You like the idea of Heroes, but you like the previous game's movement. I didn't really notice that much difference between, like, Heroes and Adventure 2's... Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I think I pretty much enjoyed Heroes' movement and, like, everything behind it, honestly. I'm not a big Adventure 2 fan, to be quite honest. I tried playing it, you know, again, recently. I mean, as little as it works on the Steam port, I've definitely tried playing it, and, I don't know. It wasn't absolutely horrible, but it wasn't a good experience either. It was kind of just as bad as I remembered it being. The hottest take I can offer about Sonic Adventure 2 is not even that, oh, just the Sonic and Shadow stages are good. That's the normie opinion. My opinion is actually that, just most of everything in that game sucks. Like, almost every Knuckles and Rouge stage is terrible. Then we also have, I actually like most Eggman and Tails stage, even if Tails stages feels a little underbaked. And I actually dislike, like, the majority of Sonic and Shadow stages. They're a big pain in the ass. I only really like most of Sonic stages, and out of Shadow stages, I really only liked Radical Highway, and, like, the Pumpkin Hill, you know, analog was fine, but, like, it gets rather annoying sometimes with how poorly the rail grinding actually functions in that game. It was, like, one of the first games to do the rail grinding, but it was very irritating. Okay. I guess I used the chaos control too early. I thought that that's when I was supposed to do that to get the special attack. There we go. Tails Eggman stages feel like worse Sonic Adventure 1? I don't know if I believe that. I liked Gamma stages a lot, but I didn't feel like Gamma stages were very polished. They felt really janky. It's been a long time since I've replayed SA1, but, you know, it'd be worth giving a shot at some point. Okay, A rank, I'll take that. You're supposed to doom spear the falling ship and then pop chaos control. For the debris. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Alright, Doom, time to give another one of your eyes an aneurysm. Oh, that's great. The GameCube version's jankier than the Dreamcast original. I would have hoped it would be the other way around, but then again, I guess Sega's never been really great at ports anyhow. Shadow, what's that biblically accurate thing in the sky? That's just New Orleans. Settle down.
Shadow, are you in pain?
No. I feel a connection to the symbol in the sky. It's the same tingle as my new abilities.
The same tingle as in my peanuts.
The power of Black Doom.
Grandfather?
I made a Faustian deal with that monster to create Shadow. Now it seems that we all have to pay for my sins.
Ooh, that's a pretty hard line.
So my powers, that symbol, they're all connected.
Everything's connected. Every demographic.
Maria's illness couldn't be treated on Earth. I could better manage
Maria
her
was ill?
condition on the
Ooh,
Ark,
lore. Shit.
even if her family didn't like the idea. I attempted to develop the ultimate life form.
It's a baby
To
lizard.
find a cure for Maria.
For a cure? What?
My own experiments
Okay.
reached their frustrating limits.
Sure, I guess
Oh,
developing
and that
Shadow the Hedgehog will
alien
cure
warlord reached
Maria
out
of her
and
ligma.
offered the miracle of chaos control. I accepted it. Through his DNA, the ultimate life form was born. Black Doom wanted me to make the perfect warrior for him. So these new
He had an
abilities
autoimmune
are all
disease.
part
Oh,
of
okay.
his grand
Welcome,
design.
welcome back, Iron Mouse.
You two are linked by blood. As you grow in power, so does he.
Ah, that's
He'll
why he
either
wants
take
us
control
collecting
of
all
your
this extra
mind
shit.
and make you his ultimate weapon, or take over your body and be reborn in you.
You made me the ultimate life form, Professor. Black Doom is a fool. I'll take this power and use it as my own.
That's right, Shadow. Completely ignore the logistics of what he just described, because you're the protagonist, and you have plot armor. Shadow's immune to almost all diseases? Oh, well. Why, welcome back Shadow the Bat, then. He's real-life bat lore. The ultimate life form should have been a bat. That would have made more sense. But then again, I guess, I don't know. Then they couldn't have made, you know, the sexy character for Sonic Adventure 2, so... Go figure, right? I don't even know where the hell I'm going at this point, but there's rings there, and so I'll take it. Hey, Gammo, you got any words of wisdom? Communications restored with Rouge. Oh, that's cool. He's unharmed, status is relieved, monitoring Sonic's efforts, and we're doing our thing. Ooh, you recall our first meeting. It was not long ago. Rouge aided in my release from confinement. Yes, I just beat up the guy that we beat up several decades ago. Like you, she does not attempt to control my rampages. We're not designed to trust. However, working with the two of you is agreeable. A very nice and neutral way of putting it, Omega. I like it. Hold on, I see a little treat over here. I have to walk across the goop to grab it. There we go. Now my brain is satisfied. I've walked across goop. Thankfully not Gwyneth Paltrow's goop.
Something calls to me.
I'll kill the devil myself and rule over hell. Hell yes. I love that mentality. That is exactly my mentality. The sexy character there now actively backpedaling on the design, which, I mean, it's yeah, probably a good thing. Sonic is meant to be more for, you know, young teens, and maybe having Boobalicious the Bat is not the best thing to do. Not that having different types of women's bodies is a bad thing, but it is definitely it is certainly a choice to make for your game about anthropomorphic animals. Black Doom may make a valid argument about the nature of genetics, but remember this meme in which I have depicted him as a soy jack and you as the Chad. Change forms pressing X during a jump through a morph ball. Sure. Speed of the corruption, jump great heights, adjusting direction with this trigger. Okay. Okay. Yeah, alright, I see. Splatoon reference. I got you guys. This feels awkward to control. I will, I guess, worry about it. But it's the breast thing to do. That's a good one. Have I never played The Murder of Sonic? I actually haven't. I have that in my library, and I mean to play it at some point. Why am I... Do I need to hold the X button? Yeah, I mean to play The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog at some point. But I have no idea what her character or any other does in that game. Okay, I do need to hold X. You let go of X while you're swinging from the orb, and I'm directly below one. I can slingshot myself upwards. Oh, okay. So that's also if I can... I could also cancel the momentum early if I wish to, basically, and get benefits out of that. I see. Alright. That works. This power feels perhaps a little awkward. But I guess we'll get used to it in time. Holding X to swing more horizontally, multiple ways to slingshot. Alright, yeah. I guess if I get used to the momentum physics eventually. But they don't allow you to reuse it multiple times, it seems. Oh, I can climb up walls now with it, though. That's useful. Oh, I see a thing in the corner, too. I gotta go grab that. Next zone's a real treat for me. Oh boy, I love treats. Just like all these little pieces of robot candy scattered around the lands. I can tell that I'm in the Frontiers Ruins area right now. These set pieces are very familiar. I half expect to find those little, what were they called? The Cocoa bastards? Half expect to find some of them around here. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Come back! No! No! All the way back down. Oh, now the most difficult thing for all gamers. Momentum-based platforming challenges. This. And... no. What the hell am I supposed to do there? Oh, I'm probably supposed to do that slingshot thing that Dee mentioned. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's closer to what I'm supposed to do. We're gonna pop balloons to get journal pages. I suppose I could do that, yeah. This game demands a lot of buttons to be pressed out of you. Okay. Okay. I'm actually getting more confused by how to approach that situation. I gotta wait my way back up there again. Gotta go fast, but also gotta go aim. Yeah, I mean, I'm having issues with, like... I'm not sure how to even do that part. Because if I hold the button, then I don't actually make it to the glowing orb. I just kind of get sent into the Eggman strings. But if I let go of the button, then I actually get to make it over the wall, but then I don't get to actually grab onto the next one. Doesn't prompt me to. I don't know, maybe I'm just having a skill issue, but that's how I'm feeling right now. Right, skip out on that. Go back to this challenge. Yeah, I mean, I know the zone itself is the real meat, but I found a diversion. As a Sonic Frontiers enjoyer myself, every time I find a diversion, it's like, ooh, I gotta go do that now. Like that's mandatory to go do. What do you mean it's not mandatory whatsoever? It's just all in my head? I'm still confused. Okay, I had to like just mash the hell out of the button in order to actually lock onto the next thing. And it's also it actually is also just like Frontiers, where if you screw up once, you have to go all the way back down to the beginning. That maybe was admittedly one thing I did not like about Frontiers, is definitely in the later parts of it. It was just kind of like, oh, you fell? Yeah, tough luck, buddy. You want to go and do that whole tower again? I'll give this a couple more shots. I also do kind of like how Eggman gets the funny chipmunk noise as well. It's very mocking and very on brand for him. That's the kind of like slight Eggman comic relief that I enjoy, where it's just goofy enough to kind of incorporate into his seriousness on all matters. Oh, come on. I knocked over my chairs because I got tilted at the top. Yeah, I don't know. Never quite got super angry at Frontiers' design, but it was very annoying with the, okay, fall down and do it all over again. Okay, no, not that either. It's maybe more of a quick press and release kind of thing. Squid form, if you swing and let go below the purple circle, you'll rocket up through it. Okay. Yeah, I think that was the next thing I was going to try. But thank you for clarifying. Right, reach up here, do this. Right, press the button, wait, now go do... At least I hit the Eggman spring. No, okay, I shouldn't have held it at all. The only rage-worthy thing you can remember from Frontiers DLC is the frame-perfect parry Weaver fight. Yeah, if I actually had played the DLC, then I would know that. I only ended up playing before they released the Let's Make an Actual Final Boss DLC. I do need to go redo that at some point in my free time, but... Not today. No! You can swing like normal, just let go, and I'm directly beneath, but I was directly beneath. Swing and let go in the direct... I'm very confused. So what, I actually need to hold on to it for a little while I'm underneath it, and then I can release it? That's... okay. This is hitting that kind of key component of mechanics getting too cute for their own good, in my opinion. See, I held it there, and it just dumped me off. It didn't actually give me like a bounce. Yeah, I know, hour in, haven't played an actual act yet, but like I'll stop my, you know, fine. I'll stop my stubbornness now. I feel very irritated about it, and I want to climb that so badly, but I'm also getting actively mad trying it several times. So fine, we'll play an actual act. I was supposed to, hold on. I was waiting to grab it, lock onto it as soon as I can, and swing below it, but I was locking onto it. I don't understand what the difference was. Is just like a press it and hold it as soon as you find it kind of situation? Well, I guess I'll learn the mechanics, yeah, now. Yeah, no, this is that kind of movement mechanics that are getting too crafty kind of bullshit for their own good. Like, this is like how, you know, Team Fortress 2 has excellent rocket jumping mechanics, and then the actual knowledge of rocket jumping mechanics in depth is like, oh, okay, going past the very basics of it is fucking miserable, actually. I would never bother to do this in my entire life. And I missed every single ring. Okay. Also, what the hell is this music for Frontiers? This is not the music that I'm familiar with in Frontiers. This is kind of wrong. The wrong genre. This, go up here. Yeah, I noticed I did do it once there. But I'm not sure what the conditions were to do it. Like, it seemed like I did the exact same thing as I did every other time I grabbed onto the purple ball, and it, like, that time it just rocketed me upwards because I was, I don't know, directly underneath it, I guess? If I have to be directly underneath it in a 3D environment, that doesn't feel good to use. I saw the green thing there. I wanted that. Whatever.
Out of my way.
Well. Damn, this would have felt like a treat for me to play some Sonic Frontiers, but then I got salty over the new mechanics, so unfortunately my day is ruined.
Chaos control.
Yeah, because, I don't know. Now I'm actually having a hard time just absorbing myself and how cool this volcano explosion should be, because I'm like, how the hell does this goop mechanic work? Oh, okay. Good. That's nice. On the topic of something else completely random that a couple people in chat might understand, because a couple people in chat recommended to me. I was recommended the album Musical Transients recently by Sinewave, and I gotta unfortunately, I was not a fan, actually. Nothing in that album really stuck to me, and like almost all of the songs just didn't like... I didn't like the timbre to half of the mashups in that album. Like, there was something that just rang like almost literally hollow about the music, as if it was like lifting up a box that was looked full, but it was actually completely empty on the inside. I don't know. Didn't work for me. It works for everyone else, great, but... I don't know. Can't explain it. Feels like a huge glow up from the original Open Zone. The 2D is all in Act 2. I don't know about that. I don't know. I really like everything about Frontiers' design, really. Like, there's nothing I could actively complain about aside from, like, I guess the magnetic 2D mechanics maybe got a little bit annoying sometimes. I guess that's essentially what you're saying, but it never really bothered me to the point where it's like, oh, it's like really something that like drags the game down for me. This is bothering me. This new mechanic is bothering me so much, it's starting to actually drag the game down for me. Okay. More chaos control. Oh, I guess I could have jumped there and could have gotten more fun segment to do, but I missed it. Yeah, I know that was the concept behind it, Grim. It was just like, I don't know, that the music, the mashups themselves did not land for me. They were just not interesting in any way. I'm going to try that again for a higher rank because, good God, I need to get used to this mechanic someday. I know D, you just said I don't have to actually get used to it in order to beat the game, but like, I don't know. It's here. I should be able to use it. No, go over here, Shadow. I want you to do this instead. No, I mean, thanks, Defective. I'm not really a visual learner in sense like this for games. I'm really just more like I have to understand just like how to feel it out, and if I don't understand how to feel it out, it's just never gonna happen. And right now the mechanics don't really feel clear to me. They feel very kind of like, I don't know, needlessly specific, needlessly precise. Chaos control is mandatory for a high rank in this stage. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to actually take that into account. Anything fun over here? There's just more goop. Alright, okay. I'm actually just gonna go on to Act 2. I'm not... I'm sorry, everyone. I was already not in the best of moods before playing today, and I'm really doing my best to hold it together, and right now, having a mechanic that's pissing me off is not helping. So, I'm going to just try to suppress the perfectionism for now, and just ignore it until I have time to go do stuff on my own. I'll just try to enjoy the new thing to press the homing attack on, I guess. Damn it. I tripped on a rock and I freaking died. Shadow also falls victim to having a rock in his shoe and it being the worst thing possible for him to have to deal with in a given day. And Coco hanging around in the background. No, I mean, that's cool, I guess. It's a nice visual touch. I never really... I don't know. I guess those guys were actually kind of cool once you understood that they're, like, meant to be, like, weird, like, avatars for Chaos. Before that, they were very much just like, oh boy, here's the new annoying cutesy thing they have to pick up. Okay, now we have purple tubes. I'm getting some Chemical Plant Zone vibes from this, which is actually a good thing. Go back this way? No, that was supposed to be the alternate way. Okay. I see something else down here. Is this an alternate path? Oh no, that's death. Okay. Ancient Smurf fan, Donkey Kong Warfare, unconventional Donkey Kong Warfare, true that. Back in their day, they didn't call it Donkey Kong, they called it Chaos Kong, and they weren't really sure what Kong meant, but they were told by the wise oracle that it would in fact mean something someday to somebody. And then he also drew this weird comic that had, like, you know, a handful of lines that were either vertical or perpendicular and parallel to each other. No one else really seemed to get it, but he got quite a chuckle out of it. Just let me go above those spikes, game. Okay. Floating gondola steals Sonic colors. I guess so. I don't know. Again, not very Sonic colors. What did they have in Sonic colors that was very gondola coded? Was it perhaps an actual gondola? Where the hell am I?
I found you, Shadow!
Blue Hedgehog, of all places.
You have something I need.
You can wait until my business is finished.
Yeah, sorry, but that Chaos Emerald and I have a date with a monster.
Well then, it'll be a date to die for.
You're prying this Chaos Emerald from my cold, dead hands. I imagine this was probably a, oh, cool. I imagine this was probably a, tie-in with the actual Sonic generations. It makes sense. But, hold on. We're getting close to Radical Highway. We're back in Sonic Adventure 2 territory. It is cool to kind of see this final fight, you know, from Sonic Adventure 2 reimagined in cutscene form. Aw, Shadow, you didn't want to hurt Sonic with the big Doom powers.
Nice hustle, but I won this one. So I'm taking the emerald. See ya!
Damn. Looks like we're gonna have to kill that guy, Omega. Damn it.
find you.
Yeah, I imagine
What do you
obviously
wanna
some
see?
Sonic Generations
Sonic
too.
defeating you? What happened?
I will beat him on equal terms, or not at all.
A fine time for you to be honorable. Now he has the Chaos Emerald.
And that's so bad.
He has a fake emerald.
Oh, nice.
I'll have you swap it for the real thing after I'm finished with my mission.
Wow, look at you. As a professional jewel thief,
Omega actually would go acceptable. Yeah, that's true. After all, he was happy that Rouge and Shadow not try to contain his rampage. We can link back up, Nella'll be a big help. I'll keep scouting around, sooner we're out of here the better. Can't believe you went through all that trouble to give Sonic that fake. You're such a softie, but he'll know it's a fake soon, so hurry up. I'm not sure, Sonic's not exactly the wisest tool in the shed. Get this, he's being helped by his younger self from the past. They act the same, but his past self's a lot quieter. You'd like him. Anyways, I'll keep tabs on Sonic and his friends and update you. And watch out for a giant flying time-eating monster. He's a jerk. Understood, Rouge. Alright, what's the next story thing I can go do? It's pointing me downwards. Very downwards. Directly downwards, in fact. No, it expects me to come here in squid form? Okay. I can do that. Remember that giant well that I fell into? Oh, yeah. Well, I remember it. I don't remember where it is. I know it was somewhere. Let's see. Is it anywhere around here? Oh, there it is. No, come on, game. Give me my piece of candy on the way to the well. I want my piece of candy. Okay, scam. You put me under it. Okay. Good. Downwards into hell? I don't know what that actually means. Unless it's time to face Black Doom from the Bible. No homing attack onto that from here? No? Can't do that yet? Okay, well. No, not time for the well yet, I suppose. Not the intended way. Supposed to morph and enter from that grate above. Didn't look like it gave me the prompt to do so, though.
Do this.
I don't have the ability to actually morph there, so that's a no-go. Wrong grate. Okay. You mean there are multiple of these things? I thought that there was gonna only be one connection to the sewer system. Okay, here we go. With janky camera in tow. The other grate will open up if I hit a switch. Oh, okay, that makes a little more sense. Who the hell put all this purple goo down here? This is disgusting. Are we getting? Is this the Super Mario Sunshine crossover? Are we gonna see some hedgehog running around with a paintbrush? And he looks entirely made out of blue metal. Oh no, wait, we already fought the blue metal hedgehog, so this must be another one. Okay, through this waterway, I guess. No, please. Okay. Actually managed to get through. Alright, come on. Show me where the next keys are. Crash hits the lean. Yeah, a little bit. It's not making my mind right or making me feel steady, though. Shadow, after reading too much Wikipedia as a kid. How does reading too much Wikipedia lead to you thinking of an even more evil, edgy version of Shadow the Hedgehog? Oh no, it's teasing me with the fucking mechanic again. Deep below is a lot of purple goo foreboding to a certain enemy. Ah, yes, it's oh, I see. I get Tennessee jokes. I get Memphis, Tennessee now. I understand. Oh, I get it. Oh, I see. Oh my god, I hate everything about how this controls. This is the most annoying thing I've ever had to do in a video game in like the last several years. Oh my god, I hate this mechanic. Doesn't help that it's also pairing it with like inverse camera controls either. Because now we're looking at things upside down. Just Bowser Jr. disguised as Shadow. Okay. Well, that's actually kind of cool then. I like that idea.
Chaos control.
There needs to be more Mario and Shadow kind of crossover type stuff. It's a good well of not much tapped content. I mean, obviously it's two different IPs, so you don't just magically get that outside of, you know, an Olympics game every once in a while, but you could have fun with it. Even if it was like just an Archie comic, I think it'd be good. I mean, hell, we managed to cross over Mega Man and Sonic one day, but like hell, Nintendo will allow anybody to touch their IPs. They're just as bad as Disney about wanting, you know, their IPs to go anywhere outside of their own control. Mario and Shadow at the Boston Triathlon. That would be funnier if it just kept getting to be less and less impressive stages of competition. Mario and Shadow at the what's a small city? Mario and Shadow at the Springfield local swimming competition. Okay, not what I pressed. Alright, cool. Back onto the main event here. Oh, there were things up here. Okay, thought there weren't. Mario and Sonic at a local small town foot race. Mario and Sonic at their dorm room, just actually doing some calisthenics. Mario and Sonic just playing Wii Fit at their friend's apartment. Use the power of chaos control. Okay, game. The high school Mahjong fight. Luigi and Shadow attend VidCon and get arrested for assault. I wonder which of them actually got them into that situation, because in my opinion, Luigi would be doing, you know, absolutely nothing. Shadow would absolutely get you into a fight, but, you know, I don't know. I like to think maybe Luigi would use the opportunity to be a little mischievous and actually, you know, take cover of, you know, blaming things on Shadow. Then again, I guess that's more Mario behavior, because Mario's the certified game theory sociopath. Luigi charged for concealed carry. He accidentally brought along, you know, Professor Egad's latest revision to the Poltergust. the Poltergust 47. Okay, do this. Come on, don't fall this time.
This is the ultimate power.
Lay ultimate power. Chaos control.
Alright. Freeze.
Oh, I wanted that! Ah, whatever. Save that. Definitely calculated to go off screen like that. Made sense. It was all part of the master plan.
Alright.
The game theory where Mario's a sociopath, Wario is 10 feet tall, and Luigi has the biggest Johnson in the Mario-verse. Okay, at least 2 of those are, like, confirmed facts, so, like, I don't know what your beef is there. All I know is that my beef with game theory is when it started turning into a lore channel rather than a math channel. I enjoyed the math channel more than anything else. Yeah, exactly. MatPat's a politician and entertainer, not a Wario expert. The politician part makes him an expert at Luigi analysis, and the entertainer part makes him an expert at Mario analysis. He's yet to actually discover the third kingdom that makes him good at Wario analysis. And I've yet to discover the part that makes me good at Squid Games. So. Okay, I did the slingshot there, kind of on pure accident. Lore cells, yeah, I know it does, but damn it, I want math. I want science things and math abstractions that bore the shit out of everybody. It's my YouTube experience, and I get to choose the special interest. Oh, it's just slightly above the ground, okay. Oh, and I didn't pick it up. Whatever, just do the other shadow things, it's fine. Undertale solicitor for the Pope, Diet Coke addict, true. Alright, let's see, what's this 2D act got in store for me? Oh, simple up and down momentum puzzle, I can do that. I've played Mega Man World 5. Okay. Yeah, you know what? That works. I'll take it. I meant to do that. Didn't mean to jump there, but alright. Alright, up here we go. Feels very slow, all things considered, but I guess that's what happens. You're not an expert at things. How the hell do you get that? Well, hold on. Now I'm curious. How the hell do you get this? Oh, did you have to bring... You probably had to bring the platform all the way up here. Alright, fine. I'll take the crappy ranking then. I dicked around for too long. Like the 8-hour lecture video, the Mega Man timeline. Yeah, there's too much lore into that. Defective tried to make me watch like half of that, and it was it was mostly fun because I had to keep correcting Defective on the things he was not paying attention to, and like answering that Zero is in fact not Proto Man for like the 47th time in a row. I think watching that all on its own would have probably bored me to death. Yeah, it was definitely from somebody else. It was not a MatPat video. I would have known if MatPat did a Mega Man video. Zero is actually roll. True. How else do you think he got so overpowered with a sword combo? Let me reset PNG Tuber Maker here real quick. Okay, there we go. And back into the game. On a complete other different topic, this is something I've actually had on my list of things to talk about for a little while, you know, just for funsies. I actually noticed, like, I do actually physically stim way more than I thought I did. Like, I promise I'm not trying to, like, farm points for the Autism Collective that I've gathered here, but I have kind of noticed that, like, I actually do a hell of a lot of fidgeting, between, like, twirling my pens, shaking legs constantly, you know, playing with whatever the hell object I can find nearby. I've also noticed, like, one of the things I do is, like, while I'm reading stuff at work, it's like I have, like, a marker that I'll, like, twirl in this little compartment for, you know, minutes on end without noticing that, like, it's how much noise it's making, and probably bothering everyone else around me. I don't know. Just something interesting I kind of found about myself. Matt Pat pushing unlimited for the chasm clear cataclysm to be canon, possibly for entertainment. I don't even remember him pushing. I never even remembered him talking about Mega Man, period, let alone pushing for the Zero Cataclysm. Everyone to collectively forget about Zero murdering everybody. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to be a society that. All right, well, fuck you two, game. There's a society that, like, forgives crimes even if they are really bad. You know, one of the consequences of wanting to move away from a punitive justice system, which is something we should want to move away from and move to a reformative one, that you have to believe that at some point someone is reformed no matter how heinous their crime is. Now, I guess granted there are some people that can't be reformed, but if Zero, you know, genuinely decided to take his, you know, hero moment like he did, then you kind of have to be like, okay, well, I guess all that time you did a oopsie killed everybody in the world is completely forgiven and forgotten. Alright, where's the next clock? No, I would like to not go that way, in fact. Matt Pat made Mega Man 2 vids that kind of sucked? Huh, maybe that's why I blocked it out of my memory. They weren't good, and they were about Mega Man 2. Where'd it go? Okay, up there. Okay, the Chaos Boost is actually gonna help me get this time. Right, how many clocks to collect are we gonna do, game? I did this as a quick diversion, not a full thing to commit to. Oh, back in the well, I see. All right. Oh, nice.
Out of my way.
I remember painting Dr. Light as the real villain in this series. Jesus, that's completely stupid. Dr. Light can be considered an unintentional antagonist because the stuff he pushes forward in robotics leads to cataclysmic consequences. I suppose, but you know, science will be wielded in poorly by many people. It is kind of a problem that just is inherent to new things coming out that not everybody knows how to handle it efficiently and keep it in the correct hands. We were on Twitter for way too long. Fell to trap believing nobody was worthy of redemption if they did anything remotely problematic. Yeah, thanks, purity culture. Yeah, kind of agreed. It's I'm trying to resist the urge of that cementing within my brain, but I don't know. It makes for at least an interesting thought experiments and thinking of lore and stories. If I ever wanted to write fiction, something like that. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, it is difficult to kind of get out of that full purity culture mindset, because there's a lot of like, damn, I don't want to forgive people for certain things, and there's still certain things where it's like, no, I would not be ready to forgive, say, the collective American public for, out of the goodness out of my heart. Not yet. But, you know, also forgiving people for doing horrible things has to involve them actually, you know, doing things to atone for this stuff, rather than just saying, okay, I'm sorry, we can all go back to being normal or friendly together, right? And the answer to that is hell no. You actually need to do something to prove that you mean it. Do multiple things, in fact. You can change, but those who don't actually will exploit that belief. Some actions are irredeemable. Yes. True. Well, sort of. Mostly true. Mostly agree. It's a gray area of, I think my gut check is to say, yes, absolutely, some things are completely irredeemable, and there's definitely no way for someone to come back from some things that are absolutely so awful. But I guess outside of the thought of, yeah, I'm going to actually just purge the entire country of of an ethnicity, I don't think there's many things that probably manage to actually go that far. You know, even very heinous things that make me sick to my stomach, like hearing about some of the first-hand accounts of like sexual assault at like some of the cons that recently happened over the last couple weeks that, you know, made me feel awful just reading them. Is like, I mean, technically somebody could come out the other end 10 years later and be like, I was acting extremely wrong when I was, you know, in my 20s, and that was a horrible, awful thing for me to do to somebody. Now, would that be enough to forgive someone? I don't think so, but it would have to, I don't know, say they start actually doing activism to, you know, fight against sexual assault and, like, believe survivors, that kind of thing. Then, I don't know, maybe you'd be on the path to redemption. People still not get that cosplay is not consent? Oh, hell, it's not even that. It's more like rooming with other people and then, taking advantage of what fucking Dennis from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia would call the implication. It's not pretty. Yeah. It does make me feel gross. It's definitely awesome. Oh, right, I have to, instead of pressing to smash down here, I have to press a different button. Is an eagle gonna save me? Hello? No? Okay. What was I saying? I completely lost my own train of thought because I was looking for an eagle to save me. Yeah, no, it's gross stuff to hear about. And it kind of makes me definitely feel on this line of like, sometimes I get ashamed to be a man because of the stuff that I hear that other men do. And it, you know, hits hard. I guess I have male guilt in that sense.
Chaos control!
It feels like it hits harder because it's like, well, that's something that's really even hard to distance yourself from. It's so socially pervasive on, like, men doing shitty things. Oh, I probably could have chaos controlled there. Oh, well. Unrelated now, how much Sonic Riders have I played? Absolutely none. I don't even like racing games. I, in fact, kind of hate racing games, entirely. I played Mario Kart DS, and that was a miserable experience. I know that is one of the worst Mario Kart games, but still. I've played just other, I don't know, various miscellanea racing games in my time, on GameCube and what have you, and, like, though, I don't know. There's nothing about racing games that are actually fun to me. Like, it's just a matter of, like, okay, I'm going fast, on a track that's designed for me to go fast. Like, what's the big whoop here? And then, oh, look, items. That's not a big pain in my ass either. That's not punishing the guy who's winning. But then without something to punish the guy who's winning, then it just entirely becomes a, you know, a game of like, well, the winners stay winning, and there's not much to do about that. So like, I don't know. Racing games almost, I guess that's the kind of way to put it for me. Racing games feel almost like fighting games in the sense where it's like, yeah, you just get advantage and you push that advantage and you never lose that advantage if you're good at things. And like, that's just, it's just not fun, IDK. It's good comment, Grim. Don't do horrible things in real life. Just goon to characters like the rest of us. Exactly. You have horrible urges and instincts. Just live them out, not in the real world. You know, after all, video games don't cause violence, is the kind of the argument to get at there. In a very reductive and simplistic fashion. Alright, there we go. Now I destroyed enough things. You happy now, game? Jeez. You like racing games, we've got some intuition with it. Charging mini turbos and DS hurts your hands. Yeah, it definitely does kind of take a wear on your thumb after a while. Yeah, I don't know. Racing games just aren't my thing. I just can't get into it. It is among the many genres that just absolutely do nothing for me, including things like most JRPGs, almost all rhythm games, basically every racing game, all fighting games. Visual novels outside of Ace Attorney, I don't think I could ever get into visual novels. But I like Ace Attorney as a visual novel series because there's a lot to like actually do as far as like logical puzzle deduction and reasoning. I don't like the visual novel part's fine, and it's definitely, you know, a good story to get sucked into. But I think Ace Attorney is really tied all together by, you know, the actual attorneying part of the game. About beat-em-ups? Okay, beat-em-ups are actually one of my top tiers of game, actually. I love a good beat-em-up. One of my favorite beat-em-ups is just this small little game called Rampage Knights. That is kind of what it sounds like, but it's like a roguelike beat-em-up. Random generation, each level, random items, all that kind of stuff. Very, very fun, even on like very high difficulties. Although even on the highest difficulty of the game, you do kind of end up just dodging and looking for an opportunity to strike more than anything else, which is a little bit lame, but there's a balance to where it's like they also encourage you to go fast to do things good. So I think that's choice as hell. Plus, I remember playing the Simpsons beat 'em up game, arcade game, a lot when I was a kid. There was just a restaurant that we occasionally went to that like had it around, and yeah, that game, while definitely a quarter consumer, was fun as hell to play. I love beat 'em ups. They're like the brain off version of fighting games.
This is the ultimate power.
Your old Jim had the Simpsons game? Oh, sweet. Don't like any visual novels. Justice Legal System's kind of boring. Yeah, but the thing is that the Ace Attorney is a lot less about the actual justice and legal system and more like, you know, courtroom drama legal system of like, oh my god, well, I actually found this evidence the other day. And it's like, what? Oh my god, no! And it's insane, and it's great because of it. One of my ex-girlfriends got me into the games, and like I can thank her for that. Yeah, turn-based RPGs tend not to do it for me because, yeah, the turn-based combat just sucks. I like to actually be able to try to dodge things. But then, I don't know, you get your Mother 3s, and then I'm like, okay, actually, this is fire. And then, yeah, your Paper Mario is good, and your Bug Fables is also a classic, modern classic. I would like to play Bug Fables at some point, or at least if they make a sequel to it, I would play a Bug Fables 2 on the channel at some point. Really good stuff. Okay, they're not gonna give me chaos control in this one. I guess I gotta focus. Press the button. Go up here. Oh, well. Right, minor timing-based challenges. Hell yeah, I have to think for a little bit. We love thinking. Crushers feel very Sonic 2 on the Genesis coded. I like that. You don't laugh like Patrick every time someone shouts objection, so it's not for you. I mean, it's not even... whatever. I was a skeptic until I played the games, but it's understandable. I'm not going to try to get you into it. For the tense gay feelings and batshit insane characters. Yeah, exactly. Mother 3 is a cool rhythm mechanic. Yeah, that's exactly why I actually enjoy Mother 3 as a JRPG. You actually can do stuff during the fights that are not just sit there and let the enemy hit you. Or you can at the very least make it so the enemy has to sit there while you combo the shit out of them. I gotta play the GBA open season game that's just a Mega Man game? Okay. That actually sounds funny as hell. I didn't think open season of all things had a licensed game that would actually be worth playing. Now you've got my attention. Licensed titles, Over the Hedge and GC is a good beat 'em up with TF2 hat mechanic. That's fun. The HyperShadow is supposed to be pretty baller. I mean, it's a cop-out because it's such a basic answer, but like, Simpsons Hidden Run is genuinely a really good licensed game, all things considered. Yeah, the game is infuriating at times, but it is also fun as hell. What other good, decent licensed games are there? I've almost certainly played a few in my time, but as usual, I'm blanking. Where the hell am I supposed to be? Down there? Oh, that's right. I have to go back to the well. Back into the goo. Dragon Ball's got awesome stuff. Shaman King. And y'all know a lot more games than I do somehow. Oh, I guess I also enjoy, God, there was a Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, something between a fighting game and a beat 'em up, that was made for the GameCube. That game was actually pretty cool, all things considered. It was very fun to play, so I think that would probably be an example of a good licensed game that I enjoyed. Also, I think many of the SpongeBob licensed games actually were pretty good. I remember playing the hell out of Battle for Bikini Bottom on my Game Boy Advance port. And then the SpongeBob movie game was also pretty good, although I was not very good at it as a child, so... All bangers, Truth or Square. Yeah, look at that. The Billy and Mandy game is literally just Power Stone the Capcom fighter. Interesting, did not know this. SpongeBob platform from 2 years ago was also good. I mean, that was just a remake of the GameCube version of that, but but you know, the GameCube version was also very good, so it makes sense that the remake would be just as good, if not better. Also, goddamn, it's hard to think that was 2 years ago. That feels like an eternity. Capcom and Konami licensed games tend to be pretty good. Fair enough. I only know Capcom for my one IP, and I think you know exactly which one that is.
What is this? A seal of some sort?
That's not a seal, Shadow. It's a key. Try getting your Arctic animals correct next time, buddy. Monster Hunter. Haha, good joke. Hello, Memphis. I have never played your video game. All I know is that you were the only one to canonically kill Sonic. It's Memphis!
And restore myself to the timeline. In darkness!
Okay, I'm getting an exclamation point. Okay, so he's gonna do like a shark attack at me, basically.
The ultimate game of Shadow Tag!
Shadow tag. Okay, that's... You mean making a pun there, Bethelies, but... not very good one. And I missed. I completely missed. It teed it up for me, and I missed because I held up on the control stick.
In darkness!
I think Mephiles kind of waits for you to actually dash at him. Or try to dash away from his sword. He gives you the Skullman treatment. That's right, Shadow. Give him a concussion. Punch him into the head.
What you're talking about, but I will crush you all the same.
Look at the slaughter that I get to do. It's just like a Doom map, everybody. Get to kill about 1,000 imps. Ain't it fun? You can kill Sonic if you're willing to play every cutscene. Every single playthrough reaches the cutscene where he does it. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess you do. I mean, you do have to play the game for quite a while to make that work, or to actually be able to get to that. Alright, Mephiles, so far you're actually turning out to be easier than Metal Overlord. I bet I'm about to eat those words. Wow, look at all these guys. No, Chaos controlled too early? Okay. Thought it would have been a good idea to catch him, but I guess he got to, up there.
I'll just take care of them all.
Oh god, the mechanic. Not the mechanic. Lord knows I hate the mechanic. A to X, A to X, game, you're telling me A to X. Let me do the A to X. Okay. Thanks, game. Okay, I get what I gotta do here. I have to somehow get behind him. And then crawl up his back. No, okay, well, he reflected me there. There seems spawn right where the orb was. Well, that's what we get here in the Crash channel. Bunch of bullshit that never normally happens to nobody else. Now, could you do me a favor and stop blocking me with your big meaty claws, dude? Or not. Alright, looks like I spoke too soon. Now Mephiles has a weird phase that I'm struggling to actually understand.
I'll just take care of it.
I can hit him from the front? Oh, okay, I guess I'm making it more difficult on myself. It just seemed like it would have been a better idea to attack him from behind. You know, where he's not shooting a big laser. And my game shit itself there for a second. Awesome. Please, can I... No? Not gonna let me? I guess I have a chaos control for a reason.
Disappointed, Shadow. Truly disappointed.
Okay, that works.
All right. Take chaos control.
Okay, thinking about it, is there a good reason why Metal Overlord had chaos control powers, whereas no one else seems to have it? Did Metal Overlord get all the emeralds in that game? I don't remember. He copied Shadow? Oh, I didn't remember that. You know, I pressed the wrong button there, but it decided to take the input anyways, so it's alright. Well, alright, a C rank, whatever. For tonight, I'll take it. I'll probably do some stuff off stream to maybe up my rank in the meantime. Alright, well. Unless we have another cutscene here. I might cut it. Alright, so we got one more cutscene. Hello, Maria and Gerald. I absorbed more black mold into my body. I'm very powerful as a result. Look out behind you! It's the devil! He's gonna try to tempt you into sin!
The promised time is nigh upon us, Shadow. Soon, you will be mine.
Shadow will never serve you. He's nothing like you.
Yeah, you tell her, you tell him, terminally ill girl.
Human form, but the blood of the Black Arms flows in his veins. He is a warrior. He destroys.
He did black tar heroin once. It's forever in his system.
It will destroy you.
I have learned from our last encounter. There will be no mistakes this time. Struggle all you want. You will be mine.
Professor, what do you think he means he learned from our last encounter?
I mean, it probably means that he
Surmise you
knows a
defeated
thing or
him
two.
At some point in the future, he has grown a new body and used the nebulous nature of time in white space to accelerate his plans for revenge.
Wow, that's crazy.
No more mistakes. This time, I will crush every last one of them.
Shadow, no!
Aw.
It breaks my heart to see you so full of anger. This isn't who you are. Do you know why I named you Shadow? Because without light, there's only darkness. But a shadow will show you where to find the light. Do you understand?
That's cute.
I don't want you to be driven by darkness. I want you to be happy.
And a fun
Stand in the
callback
light
to his
with peace in your heart.
awakening over at Sonic Adventure 2. Remember, wait a minute, Maria didn't want me to kill the world. The only cure to her disease is canonical bullet. Ouch. A line deep cut from a tie-in comic that came with Shadow's action figure. Oh, okay. That's kind of neat. Didn't know that. I guess it would make sense they probably didn't just suddenly come up with that in, you know, the 2020s. They probably came out with that much earlier. I learned from my last encounter. I've recreated several more instances of Radical Highway. Yeah, I'm disappointed I didn't see any Radical Highways in this today's session because I actually had a joke planned for that, but I suppose we'll have to come back to that the next time we actually see Radical Highway. They really front-loaded the game with the Radical Highway stuff, huh? Girl just needs 50 cc's of forged lead, Jesus. The shadow points to where the lights is. It actually, hold on. The shadow points away from where the light is. You just have to look in the opposite direction. But no, that was actually pretty cute to be like, oh, Shadow's like trying to get angry and get into the sin of wrath once more, and then, oh, actually, look at that. Maria calms him down once again. He listens to his inner senses. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for me tonight. Thanks for bearing with me tonight, everybody. I hope that I was able to provide entertainment even if I was kind of in a little sour mood in the background, so... Hope that, you know, you have a decent rest of your week. You know, you stay alright out there. Stay sane the best you can. And, have a good 4th of July, if you plan on doing anything for 4th of July. I have no idea what I'm going to do, but I'll make that up. Probably nothing, but we'll see. Yeah, and we'll catch you again for more Mega Man and, Sequel Wars and Shadow Generations next week. Maybe I'll hang out in the Discord, too. I also have, like... I'm getting an early day out on Thursday and a day off on Friday. I think I might be able to justify some time to hang out in the Discord this week, so... yeah, I'll see you all around. Have a good night, everybody. And take care.